Hi there. This video is going to look at how to add files to your course. One of the first things teachers often want to do is add files that they already have, be they documents or images or PDF files, that type, into their course. So the easiest way to do that is to add a resource of file type. And you'll see there's a description of it here that you can read. Essentially it says these are pre-existing types of files that you can simply add by clicking the Add button. And you'll be taken to an editing page where you can drag and drop, or add and upload your file. So let's do a sample here. I'm going to do a test rich text file, something that was created in a word processor on my computer. So I'll call it test text file 1. I'll just put a simple description in. This is just a test file. The name and description are required, and then it's as simple as adding a file. If your browser supports it, you may be able to drag and drop onto this little window, but I'll go through the add process just so you can see it. In this case, I'm adding it from my computer, so I need to make sure I've got upload a file selected. Choose a file from my computer. I'm going to use the test RTF file that I have already selected. I'll open that and upload it. Takes just a little second to get there. I'm shown an icon. I have some options about how do I want this thing to display. Easiest is to leave it as automatic for the time being. In some cases you can choose to embed the file directly in the site, or force the user to download it when they click on it, or open it in a browser in a pop-up. Automatic often chooses the right type, so it's the simplest is to leave it like that. That's all I really need to do. I'll save and return to the course. And now we'll see in Unit 1, where I had clicked the Add an Activity button, I see test text file 1. And if I click on it, it should, in this case it's asking it to save it to my browser. Because web browsers can't natively open many types of files, things like word processing documents need to be first saved to your computer before they can be opened. So I'll save it to my desktop right here, and you can see, because I'm using Chrome, it downloads and I get the link here. Depending on your browser, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome, or Safari, the download process might be slightly different, but you should be able to then click on wherever you save that file, and in this case it opened up and there's my little sample file. Let's try the same process, but this time with a picture. I'll add another activity, or sorry, a resource of type file. I'll click add. It takes me to the same page again. This time I'm going to go, this is going to be picture number 1, test pic, and let me select a monkey picture that I happen to have around. I get to see a little preview of it, which is great, and now I can save and return to the course. Now, because I wasn't in the text editor like I was in the previous examples, I was adding a resource which is a picture. I don't actually see the preview of the picture here, but by clicking on it, it shows me what the resource is, and in this case it is able to display it in the browser, so I don't have to download it, it shows it right there. Now, this is the first video that features adding resources to our course. What we haven't looked at yet is how to change one once you've uploaded it, or once you've set it. So I have my text file and my picture here. In both cases I can click on the little gear to modify that setting, and that takes me into the same page it was when I uploaded it in the first place. So I can change the name or the description of it, and I can even remove or add new files to replace the existing one. Similarly, I could change the display properties for it. In this case, let's try in a pop-up. Let's see if it lets me do it. I'll save and return to the course. And now when I click on pick one, nope, it's off the screen. It popped open in a new window where I could click on the link. Oops, and there it popped up yet again in a new window. So you can see how, depending on the type of resource you select, different display methods might be more or less appropriate. You can change the name just by clicking on the pencil icon. I'm going to call this Monkey Pick. And I can move it up and down in my course list simply by dragging it with that arrow. If I decide I want it to be hidden, which these are at the moment because this whole unit is hidden, let me unhide that unit. There we go. Then I'll have the ability to unhide or show each of these units, or each of these resources separately. So you can add files now to any of the topics you have, and of course you can add more topics just by clicking the plus button down below. Alright.